Have you ever heard a fish and a bird being friends? This is one of those stories. A story about, yeah, it's an eagle. And this eagle lost his way, flying all the way from the Native American lands. Ooh, ooh, looking out for someone who would rescue him, not from his flight, but feeling lost. And finally, Igloo decided that he had flown a long distance and lands on the shores of the Indian seas. And then he looks around and he finds a cliff and he finally settles on that cliff, wondering if anyone would be around. And as he watches the waters from above, a large fish that is swimming. Swimmy the fish, swimming, happily diving, playing, and swimming. Now, there is a lot of distance between them. And one day, Igloo spots Swimmy and says, "Hello, hi there." Swimmy listens because he hears a sound, "Woo!" And he replies, saying, "Hello, I'm Swimmy." "I'm Igloo." "Hi." "Hello." "Oh, we what about to starts talking. And the eagle also starts conversing. And they become very good friends. And every day, Swimmy would swim all around that sea and come to that spot where Igloo would be seated, and both of them would be in conversation with each other. Days passed by. And one day, Igloo was very quiet. And Swimmy asked, "What's the matter? You're very quiet." "Well, it's so beautiful. I watch the sea from above and see so many beautiful pearls also, and lot of sea creatures, and it's so lovely, the blue seas and the waves. Oh, it must be fun to be in the ocean, in the sea, isn't it?" "Yeah, that's right. Every time you fly away and I watch you and I think it would be so nice to fly. Look at the sky there with all the stars, with all that moon and sun, and oh my God, the universe is so beautiful. I watch it from below and I feel, oh, it must be so beautiful if only I had wings." I understand. Okay. Do you think we should try? Huh? Do you think we should try? "You mean try? You mean I should try to fly?" Mm-hmm. And I thought I could take a dive and try to use my wings as fins and swim like you. "Wow! Wonderful idea! Let's do this tomorrow, okay? Bye." And so, Swimmy went down into the sea and Igloo flew away. The next morning, bright and early, at dawn, when the sun was spreading his beautiful orange hue across the sky. Igloo got ready. He got ready to dive. And Swimmy said, yes! Let's count 1, 2, 3. And let's do the opposite of where we are. Done! 1, 2, 3. Woo! And Swimmy tried to fly and jump up high and bloop, 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 bloop. Igloo was diving. And no sooner he gasped for breath and just fell on the land, throbbing and gasping for breath. Block, 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 block. And Igloo started drowning. What do you think happened? When you're happy and you know, you clap your hands. When you're happy and you know, you clap your hands. When you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. When you're happy and you know, you clap your hands. 2 young children, Chuppu and Nunu, a boy and a girl. Chuppu the girl and Nunu the boy. Both of them were holding hands and singing and laughing and coming along the shore. When Chuppu saw that the fish was almost throbbing, and Chuppu ran and picked up the fish and said, this is not the place you have to be. Picked up the fish and dropped the fish back into the sea. And Nunu jumped into the water. He swam right below, pulled up Igloo, helped him come ashore, gave him a bark of wood, and slew Igloo. Flew up. They looked at each other, while Chuppu and Nunu, they just walked away, having saved both Igloo and Swimmy. And Swimmy said, I think I'm fine where I am. I think the water is good for me, and my fins are fine, and I have my friends, and I can watch the sea. I can watch the sky from here. Yeah, you're right. I think I'm fine where I am. I think I should love the cliff, that you're my friend. I can talk with you every day. And I have my bird friends, the parrots and the eagles and the peacocks and everyone. And I think I can make my own friends too. I think we are fine where we are. What do you think? Yeah, that's right. So I guess we had a long day. Bye. And I'll see you tomorrow, right? Sure. Bye, said Igloo. And Igloo flew up to his cliff, while Swimmy dived deep down into the sea. The next day when they met, they had a song for each other. Hooray, it's a jolly, jolly day. Hooray, hooray, it's a jolly, jolly day. We sing, we dance, we play together, because we are friends forever. Hooray, hooray, it's a jolly, jolly day. Hooray, hooray, it's a jolly, jolly day. So coming to the concept that you can teach or probably I would say learn together is from this story, The Fish and the Bird. You can probably ask the children what were the names of the fish, Swimmy, the fish, Igloo, the bird, whether they remember. It can be very good for their retention, recalling and retelling, because a lot of stories are based on oral traditions which is, it depends on the storyteller and listener, and children are great listeners. So it would be nice to orally recall in the beginning from them. That would be good because they have also seen the puppets. Talking about Swimmy the fish lives in water, so water bodies, oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, ponds, all the different, including the water that comes from the tap at home. Uh, Swimmy who lives in the water. What are the other types of fish? The shark, the dolphins, the whales, the big fish, the small fish, and how much do they dive deep inside the water? They even sleep with their eyes open. And if you want to talk a little more about how fish travel together, you can say it's a school of fish. That's what a group of fish who travel together are called a school of fish, which we used to call as collective nouns, but you can say a group now, the naming word is a school of fish. The same way, when a group of birds fly up, they are called a flock, or a group of birds, a flock of birds. So you can also tell them about conversation that happened between Swimmy, and maybe one conversation. What did the eagle tell the fish? How do the fish respond to the eagle? So direct speech, or just the first person, second person, lot of things come in English as conversation, which we also call as dialogue. And in EVS again, apart from the underwater world, it's a huge ocean, it's a huge world down there. So whatever the child can think of, they can come out with it. Talking of the sky, well, it's a huge universe, the stars, the sun, the moon, the planets and the meteors and everything, but the aerial environment, because the eagle flies the highest. It's one of the soaring. What is it to soar high up in the sky, and what is it to dive down, because it has a very sharp eye, especially eagles. So any other kind of birds who swoop down to catch fish, like the kingfisher, different types of birds that you can, the birds that can fly, and pok, 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 the hen that cannot fly, the peacock that cannot fly too high. So flightless birds, birds that fly. And of course, Swimmy and Igloo are friends. So what is it about friends? So you can talk about my friends. Who are your best friends? What are friendship? What is the value of friendship? How much they value each other is also very important, because that brings the moral finally of how they value each other. That the fish respects that the best place for him to be is the sea. And the eagle also says, I think I'm best where I am, which is flying in the sky. Acceptance of who they are. And though they are different and unique, but they are still very good friends. So each one of us have our own potential. We don't have to copy each other. And that is the main value of how we live in a society, isn't it? Because when you're living in a society, we cope with each other despite all our differences. And that is actually communal harmony and communal living. You can also bring about, because the eagle was a national bird of the Native American lands. What is a national bird of India? What is a national flower of India? And you can go on and on. It's endless. So if you start thinking about the story, though it's a short story, it's only two characters, a fish and the bird, but also a man helping. You see the children at a young age, they reach out faster than adults, and how Chupu and Nunu ran because they felt deeply emotional, in spite of the fact that it was only a fish and an eagle, but they didn't hesitate to dive deep and rescue the eagle and pick up that fish and throw him back into the water. And they just went away, because that's what children are. So you could bring in those values and those emotions and those expressions also in this story.